third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, Cougar 19.
Back now, pressure coming. Completes. It's Trevor Etienne. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Now over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go, set. Dragon 6, Viking 18. Go.
Air it out on 3rd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
They send a man in motion. Penix here from the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's complete to Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A gain of 15 there. And that is good enough for an Atlanta 1st down. From the gun, it's Robinson. He dodged the tackle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's Algier on first down. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
19, Charger, 19.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To the air on 3rd and long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Robbed by the first guy. He had no gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. Another drop. The last 2 plays, both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Jake Bailey on the punt. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air with Penix. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Penix looking to run with it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down. We've set it down from the 37. Now Penix off the play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. He's looking at a huge game.
And his going to look ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And hey, we see out under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. They'll work against the blitz. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
So a pass brought in. And they're going to down it by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. It's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On second down, it's ETN. And he'll get them enough for a first down. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. We've set it downs from 37. Back to pass on first and 10. Clean it over the middle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Forced out to his right. Pass brought in by Taro and McMillan. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious gaps. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
They'll run. ETN. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's second and goal from the 4.
Got it. Ready?
brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
ETN again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical third down call.
Shotgun now on third down. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. On first down, here's Penix. Taking a deep shot here. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18.
Looking to throw. That's caught. Jimmy Horn Jr. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Jumps in up the middle. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get off it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
He is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a give to Hubbard. He loses the football. The Falcons bring it in. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. From the shotgun, Penix escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
It's a gain of 20.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Robinson running his own read. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get it behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Set. 19 Tigers.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
To kick off for Atlanta.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers shrinking the lead some in the third. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it an 11-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Penix. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. That's good room at the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Falcon first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. I'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And they finally stopped him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Go.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That tackle made by Princely Umariellen. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give to Algier from the gun. He cuts it to the right sideline. He brushed him off with ease. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
The left side is caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
when you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal.
19.
Robinson goes up and over for the touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-possession game. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. That one right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Two all lined up and ready to put this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Going for his back, but it's incomplete. So it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got a man, and Horn has it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Dumped off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Out of the gun to give to ETN. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
He has the first over the middle, and they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun to give to Hubbard. And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard. And that's going to set us up for 2nd and 9.
That's simply a foot race to the outside that he's used to winning. Seeing him get beat there, forced to take it out of bounds near the line, well, that's just a tremendous effort and tremendous speed by that defense.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Vacates quickly left side. He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers make it an 11-point ball game. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Dortch now to return it. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Gain of 15 there. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. That one's complete over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
In motion, a receiver left. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, Robinson. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It's simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Oh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, it's Penix. Go right side, caught by Mooney. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. Now the field goal unit runs on for its 2nd try tonight. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the game stays at 11.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense running out in need of 2 quick scores.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Go left side, Sanders has it. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
Where one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kaiser White has it. And the Falcons take possession in the area of the 38. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Penix working from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun handoff to Carter. Has a lane inside the 35. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the fourth. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and if you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this, they'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
At the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard.
The 26-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Now facing 2nd and 10 following that false start. Throwing it again here. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Xavier Watts picks it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Carter. He cuts back left. Up to the races, middle of the field. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off. But don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.